on your side. This is NBC12 News Today.
Now at 4:30 this morning, sheriffs in Stafford County are searching for two teenage runaways they say could be heading to Richmond. How you can help officers bring these girls home.
Plus, a woman has to get her car repaired after a man on a Bolt scooter hits her. Why she says her insurance company does not hold him responsible.
And a family gets the surprise of a lifetime. How Busch Gardens helped to welcome this Navy chief back home. All right, good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on NBC12 News Today at 4:30. I'm Anthony Antoine.
I'm Sarah Bloom. Let's get things started with that check on your forecast. Meteorologist Andrew Friedman. And Andrew, it's going to be a little bit of a change for us today.
Oh, yeah, this is sort of the breakdown of that dry pattern. We even yesterday, as it got to 95, it wasn't oppressively humid. And I kept giving you a first alert to that I wasn't going to feel like the middle of summer for humidity. Well, today it will. The humidity goes back up. That'll help us as we fuel some afternoon and evening thunderstorms, and more rain chances coming as we head into the end of the work week and into the upcoming weekend. So starting in the low 70s in Richmond, our cool spots yesterday south of town were in the low to mid 60s. Now they're in the upper 60s or at about 70 degrees. So the hourly temperature forecast not going to be as hot as yesterday. We'll go to 92, but I do think we'll catch some storms in the 3 to 10 o'clock time frame. I'll track that for you coming up in just a bit. Candace, over to you.
We are taking a live look here, 64 near Mechanicsville Turnpike. We had debris in the roadway that had multiple lanes blocked. They've since removed the debris. The lanes now back open. You're good to go here in the east end along 64. Taking a wide look here around Central Virginia, nothing but green. Off to a really good start on this Wednesday morning. Sarah?
Sounds good. Thank you, Candace. Right now, the Stafford County Sheriff's Office is searching for two runaways who they say could be in the Richmond area.
So take a look at your screen here at 4:30 this morning. This is 16-year-old Sierra Leanne Taylor. Deputies say she is 5'6", weighing about 140 pounds, with strawberry blonde hair and hazel eyes. They're also looking for this 17-year-old by the name of Miranda Bowman. She's 5'1" with brown hair. Deputies believe she could be heading to Richmond, Henrico, or Chesterfield, any of those three areas. So please contact police if you have any information on where these two teenage girls may be. And happening today, Richmond's interim police chief will officially be sworn in as RPD's 19th chief of police. 51-year-old William C. Smith is the son of a former RPD lieutenant. He started his career with the department back in 1995. Smith is the first chief to be promoted from within since 1967. Smith also graduated from VCU and completed a postgraduate work at the University of Richmond. Staying in Richmond for just a moment, a woman calls 12 on your side after she says a man on a Bolt scooter hit her car, leaving a dent behind.
Oh, it's painful to hear. Bernita Randolph was leaving work Monday on East Carey Street when this happened. Eric Perry joins us with what to look out for if this ever happens to you.
I think they just need to be aware of the liability for them.
Bernita Randolph warning other drivers of what could happen with the new Bolt scooters.
I had saw the guys coming when I first looked this way. I saw them coming, but I didn't expect, anyone to hit me.
Bernita was leaving her job on East Carey Street Monday when she says she was hit by a man on the scooter.
I was terrified because I was like, did I just hit someone or did someone hit me? I didn't know what to think.
Good news, no one was injured, but once the shock wore off, confusion set in.
Is this an accident? It's not a car wreck. This isn't like a vehicle. I don't even know how to report this to the insurance.
Bernita called the police, but she says it took them a while to respond.
About the 15-minute mark, the guy asked, hey, is the police coming? If not, we're trying to leave. And I'm like, leave? Where are you going?
With no way of stopping the man, the guy scooted off, but not before she was able to get his name and number. What he left behind was the damage.
To cause pretty much a body dent of damage.
Bernita just got the SUV last year, and already it's damaged.
My insurance company was telling me they have no idea what to do with these scooters. They're a completely new concept.
So what happens next, and who is responsible? Because scooters are relatively new, many insurance companies say they are still figuring out policies. I read through terms and conditions from the Bolt company. It states the driver of the scooter assumes complete responsibility for any damages caused while riding.
I have to ride in this. I want this to be taken care of sooner.
Eric Perry, NBC12 News.
All right, Eric, thank you. Bernita is urging everyone read the fine print before using the scooters. Bolt has their policies listed directly on the website. Richmond Police and Bolt say they are looking into what happened.
In Petersburg this morning, the community came together to ask what we as a country and a nation can do to finally put an end to gun violence. That meeting was held and hosted by Congressman Donald McEachin yesterday. The goal of the forum was not only to have a discussion, but to figure out how we can begin to take action. One gun owner says that she wants her Second Amendment rights to be protected, but she agrees changes to the law needs to take place.
I believe that there is a way for us to support meaningful changes to gun laws in America and still support the Second Amendment. That Second Amendment was not written in the days of, semi-automatic firearms that can fire rounds as quickly as they can.
Congressman McEachin says that he wants to see universal background checks on private gun sales. People who attended the forum hope elected leaders will take these conversations back to Richmond and Washington when it is time to make new laws. Night one of the second Democratic presidential debate was one to remember in Detroit, Michigan.
10 presidential hopefuls took the stage hoping to stand out in an overcrowded race. Jay Gray is in Detroit with a closer look at the showdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic candidates for President of the United States.
From the start, the 10 Democratic hopefuls took aim at President Trump.
Donald Trump disgraces the office of president every single day.
And each other.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all,
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know, and I wrote the damn bill.
Much of the focus on the two progressive senators standing at the center of the stage, the other candidates labeling them out of touch and unelectable.
Folks, we have a choice. We can go down the road that Senator Sanders and Senator Warren want to take us with bad policies like Medicare for all, free everything, and impossible promises.
But the frontrunners on night one stood their ground.
I don't understand why anybody goes to all the trouble of running for president of the United States just to talk about what we really can't do and shouldn't fight for.
The back and forth continued over health care, immigration, gun control, the climate, and other hot-button issues, the only topic all 10 seemed to agree on.
Anyone on this stage tonight or tomorrow night would be a far better president. I promise no matter who our candidate is, I will work my heart out to beat Donald Trump.
But right now, the debate continues over just who that candidate will be. Jay Gray, NBC News, Detroit.
All right, Jay, thank you. Hitting the stage tonight is former Vice President Joe Biden, Senator Kamala Harris, and the remaining 8 candidates. Night 2 of the debates starts at 8 p.m. on CNN. Caught on camera, a family gets the surprise of a lifetime at Busch Gardens.
A Navy father made an unexpected appearance as his family was just about to ride the Griffin. Take a look.
Today is a very special day, not only for Busch Gardens, but for one family riding the Griffin right now. Please help us welcome home to his family, Navy Seabee Chief Jay Cunningham.
Got chills. I got chills right now. All right, so you just heard the announcer make the big reveal moments before the ride takes off. Busch Gardens convinced the family they were in a promo shoot for the park. And then you see there, Navy Seabee Chief Jay Cunningham just returned from a 14-month deployment to the Middle East. And they got a ride out of it as well, as you can see.
Yeah, they made to ride a roller coaster.
Welcome back, Dad. Now let's get on the roller coaster. No, seriously, we definitely thank him for his service, and it's good to see that family back together. All right, start getting those shopping lists together right now. Virginia's tax-free weekend starts this Friday. For 3 days, school supplies under $20 an item and clothing less than $100 an item will be tax-free. You can also get Energy Star products and hurricane preparedness items tax-free as well. We do have a list of those qualifying items on the NBC12 News app.
All right, we'll start planning now because Andrew gave us the first alert. Rain the next several days. So if you want to plan those shopping trips around the rain.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, after a bunch of dry weather, things are going to go downhill on us a little bit. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to rain, continuously for the next few days, but the rain chances are back. And the main reason is our humidity is going to go up. So here's Harriet, the humidity lady. We're going back to normal humidity. If you look at the dew point temperature here, that's graphed here, it's up at 71. So that's muggy. So it's basically basically sort of typical midsummer humidity that's now arrived after a whole bunch of days that weren't that bad humidity-wise. So today, hot and humid with that southerly breeze. Dew point in the mid-60s now. It's going to be going up through the day as opposed to going down, which is what it's done recently. First alert Doppler radar, there's not much out there, but there is a weak cold front coming our way, and it'll kick up our rain chance. I think noon's likely to be dry, 88, but about 4 to 7 o'clock is our peak rain chance, 50-50 for a shower and storm in that time frame, and 92 for the high temperature. So it's going to be hot, it'll be humid. Some relief comes in the form of these thunderstorms later in the day. I want to give you that first alert to tomorrow. The rain chance for tomorrow is not huge. I think tomorrow, 30% rain chance. So the rain chance dips a bit for tomorrow, goes back up for Friday. We're going to track that Friday forecast and get into the weekend. Coming up, here's Candace.
Reminding you about a traffic alert here along Sims Avenue between 9th and 20th Street. We'll have alternating lane closures. They're working on paving Sims Avenue, but just on the westbound side. They already handled the eastbound side, so from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. we'll see crews in the area. We'll also have the ramp from the Manchester Bridge to Sims Avenue westbound closed, and hopefully things should wrap up by the end of the week. Sarah, Anthony?
Let's hope so, Candace. 4:40 this morning. We do have an important 12 on your side alert from the Federal Trade Commission.
Coming up, the warning they have for consumers affected by the Equifax breach settlement.
Plus, we've all ordered from apps like Uber Eats, but is your food safe? Still ahead, we'll reveal the shocking number of drivers admitting to eating their customers' food.
Ew.